This is Matt, and today I'm going to show you guys how to set up your incubation tubes for the new bioprospecting kit, the IES Microbiology. These are both your incubation tubes. This one is 2 milliliters, this one's 15. Why do some of you have some of these and some of you have some of these? Because this is science and we're seeing how you guys like them, one versus the other, and how well they perform. I already know that they're going to perform exactly the same because we're dealing with microbes. But because you're going to be dealing with students, they may have a preference. These are going to give you a larger N, so each one of your students can get many of these. So maybe they'll each take 3 in or 5 in or whatever. These are a little bit more expensive, so they'll get fewer of these. So maybe your students each get 1 of these, but they'll both grow algae. And now I'm going to show you guys how to set all these up. Okay. To begin with, you're going to need to make algae culture media. And for that, we're going to get a 500 milliliter bottle of drinking water. This is a standard big box store spring water. I like spring water the best because it has lots of nutrients in it that are useful for algae culture. So what we're going to add to that is the nutrients that are inside this. This is your algae culture nutrients, as well as this is a freshwater salts. So we're going to open up this container here. We're going to add the salts right to this, thusly. This is basically sodium bicarbonate and a few salts, including but not limited to sodium nitrate or sodium chloride. Pop this open and bloop, just bloop that right in there. This is basically Miracle Grow, but for algae. And then we're going to shake this up. It'll just take a few seconds to dissolve. And now this is your algae culture media. And this algae culture media is for fresh water. And you can use this for just about anything that we're doing in freshwater. Seawater media is different. And if you're talking about extremophiles, that's different as well. So this is pretty much dissolved now. The bubbles are going to the top and we're ready to go ahead and collect our first sample. I'm going to take that patch of dirt right there and we're going to fill up 25% full-ish, doesn't have to be exact, into each one of these 2 sample containers. All right, here are my 2 samples. See them right there? I've got dirt in the bottom of them. This is going to be our soil sample. We just got some rain here in San Diego, and so everything is wet. There's a little bit of green that I saw on it, so I just scratched the surface of it. In the surface layer of dirt, that's going to be, there's going to be about 1/3 of the biomass in the surface dirt is going to be algae. So I'm going to take the lid off real quick. Then I'm going to take our algae media here that we just made, and I'm going to open that up. And then simply going to pour it in. There we go. So I'm going to set that back down and cap that. Shake it up a little bit. That's going to settle down. Totally good and expected. Some dirt on the top of that there. That one's got a lot more dirt in it. That's good. As soon as that settles down, the algae that's in there, if it's present, and there probably will be algae in there, is going to have a chance now. It's going to say, hey, I've got water. I can grow planktonically. I'm going to grow up into the water. Or if it's a diatom, it'll grow on the surface there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go incubate these inside on a light. Let's go collect a water sample next. We'll show you how to do that one. Look, duckies. Hi. We're going to take some from this pond here. I'm going to do another one of our 2 mil and 15 mil samples. This is a pond that's that has a lot of eucalyptus, and so there's a lot of really cool tannins that are here in the water. And tannins cause funky things to happen to cause different microbes to grow differently in the soil. So we're going to grab a couple of these, and I'm going to skim the top of the water. So I'm going to grab surface water from here. Because sometimes different microalgae, they like to float at the air-water interface. So here we go. I got about 3 mils in there, this one. And here we go. You can see that little bit of color in the water there. That one's too full. So I'm gonna fill it about right around there. Let's see. That's got about that much in it, and this one's got about 3 mils into it. And I'm going to take our nutrient media that I made a few minutes ago and pour that into here. Fill that up thusly. Perfect. And I'm going to cap these and put them into our incubator. These ones, if they're, you need to have a little tiny bit of an air bubble on top so they don't leak when you close them. All right, there you go. Then just incubate it in the light in a warm place for a week to a couple weeks. What you're looking for is a little bit of color to come in the water. It's going to look kind of green or brown or maybe even red. Red's probably going to be a marine thing. But greens and golds and browns are all going to be algae. So keep an eye on those. And then after you get some color growing, then we'll get into plating the algae onto the agar.